Hello and welcome everyone. We were discussing on Platonic solids in the last video. This is a continuation of it. Altogether there are 5 Platonic solids, out of which 2 of them have conjugates to one another. For octahedra the conjugate is a hexahedra or a cube, and for icosahedra the conjugate is dodecahedra. Tetrahedra is a conjugate to itself. For a chosen Platonic solid, what are the number of vertices or corners? The number of faces and edges will be given in a table. To derive the symmetry elements of these Platonic solids, I will give you a logic, and that logic will depend on the opposites of vertices, faces and edges. If you can understand the opposite of a face or the opposite of a corner or the opposite of an edge, it is very easy to pass the different symmetry elements from the given solid. So let me begin with tetrahedra. I will show you the solid model. Now beginning with the tetrahedra has 4 vertices or corners. These are vertices. Emerging out from these vertices are the edges. 3 edges are above and 3 edges below. So altogether it is making up 6 edges. The combination of these edges is making faces, and these are triangular faces. There is one triangular face towards your right, one towards your left, one away from you and one is below. Altogether it is making 4 triangular faces. Since every face is a triangular face, we can call it as a deltahedra. So just let us fill up this table. Altogether there are 4 vertices. Tetrahedra, 4 faces. You can directly count the number of edges for a polyhedra, or you can also get it from vertices plus faces minus 2 will give you the number of edges. 4 plus 4 minus 2 is the number of edges. Coming to the opposites, as I told you, it will be very easy for you to get the symmetry elements once you know the opposite of a vertex, opposite of a face and opposite of a edge. Now just let me show you the opposites. If I choose a vertex, let me begin with vertex, then we will go towards faces and finally we will come towards the edges. For any vertex or a corner, the opposite is a triangular face. Now you can see from this end also, if this is the vertex pointing towards you, exactly opposite is a triangular face, the center of a triangular face. So you may choose any vertex, opposite will be a triangular face. For this vertex, opposite triangular face. For this vertex, opposite triangular face. For the above vertex, below triangular face. So for every vertex, opposite is a triangular face. Let me come in the opposite way. If I am choosing a triangular face, the opposite of a triangular face is a corner or a vertex. In a similar way, the opposite of a triangular face is a corner or a vertex. So a vertex and a triangular face, they are making up a pair. Suppose if I start with a corner or a vertex, I am simply indicating with a C. Opposite is a face. Next, for a face, opposite is a corner. For corner, opposite is a face. For face, opposite is a corner. Then what is opposite for an edge? You can check from the solid model. Suppose if I am choosing this edge that is pointing towards you, exactly opposite is another edge which is away from you and it is perpendicular to it, or I can call this pair as a staggered pair. This pair is a staggered pair. For this edge, opposite is this, and for this edge, opposite is this. So I can choose any pair of edges, and each pair of edge is staggered to one another. Right? So we can conclude that for an edge, opposite is also an edge, but this is a perpendicular edge, or simply you can call it as a staggered one for our easy remembrance. Corner to face or face to corner, edge to edge, which is a perpendicular edge. This is for tetrahedra, it is conjugate to itself. Then let me go to octahedra. For an octahedron, this is a corner or a vertex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So for an octahedron, altogether there are 6 vertices. Then you try to find out the faces. Vertices plus faces minus 2 will give you the number of edges. Octahedron means 8 faces. 4 faces will be above, 4 faces will be below in this orientation. So where are these faces? One towards your right, one towards your left, one towards you, one away from you, above. Below also the same 4 faces. And all these faces, as you can see, these are triangular faces. So even octahedron is a deltahedron. 6 corners, 8 triangular faces. Therefore the number of edges must be 6 plus 8 minus 2, which is 12. Whether 12 edges are there or not, you can count. 1, 2, 3 and 4 above, 1, 2, 3, 4 below, and in between you have 4 edges. So altogether there are 12 edges. What are opposites to one another also we can find. There are 6 vertices, faces are 8, 6 plus 8 minus 2 will be 12, that is the number of edges. Coming to the opposites. For a vertex, opposite is another vertex. I am choosing this vertex, opposite is another vertex. For this vertex, opposite is another vertex. So however you may view it, the opposite of a vertex is another vertex, or the opposite of a corner is a corner. So corner to corner established. Then come to the face. For this triangular face, opposite is another triangular face. This is not opposite. For this, this is not opposite. For this, this is opposite. Now you can view. If this is the triangular face pointing towards you, exactly opposite is another triangular face which is away from you. Right? This is a C3 rotational axis. So one triangular face towards you, exactly opposite is another triangular face, but the 2 triangular faces are staggered to one another. For this, corner is above, but for the away triangular face, corner is below. You can check. Okay. Now we have also established what is the opposite of a face. For a triangular face, opposite is another triangular face which is staggered. So face to face, corner to corner, then come to the edges. For this edge, opposite is a edge. For this edge, opposite is a edge. And you just watch any pair of edges, they are parallel to one another. You just watch any pair. Suppose if I choose this, exactly opposite is this, and they are parallel. So for any edge, opposite is another parallel edge. Now we have established all the opposites. For a corner, opposite is a corner. For a face, opposite is a face, but it is a staggered face. This is also important because whenever I say staggered, when there is a C3 rotational axis, there will also be S6 in it. For an edge, opposite is an edge, which is a parallel edge. It is not perpendicular where we have found in tetrahedra, but it is parallel. Octahedra is also completed. Let's come to the conjugate of octahedra, which is hexahedra. Now this is a model for hexahedra, or you can call it as a cube. These are called as corners or vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4 above, 1, 2, 3, 4 below, altogether making up 8 vertices. There are faces, but these are square faces. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 towards you, 1 away from you, 1 towards your right and 1 towards your left. 1 above, 1 below. Altogether there are 6 square faces. So this is not a deltahedra. It is simply a polyhedra which is not a deltahedra. There are 6 square faces, 8 vertices. Now we can get the number of edges, that has to be 12. We can count. This is 1 edge, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 towards you, 11 and 12 away from you. Altogether there are 12 edges. 8 plus 6 minus 2 is 12. Another important point that you can find is octahedra and hexahedra are conjugates to one another. Therefore, how many number of vertices plus faces will equal for both? 6 plus 8 or 8 plus 6 is just one and the same. Number of edges is also the same. What are the opposites? Now we will check. Suppose if I am choosing a corner, just imagine I have chosen this corner. Now exactly opposite is this corner. For this corner, opposite is a corner. I may choose this corner, opposite is another corner. And for this, opposite is this. So for any corner, opposite is another corner. Corner to corner is established. Come to the faces. For this square face, opposite is another square face which is eclipsed. It is not staggered. You can check it is eclipsed. Had it been staggered, this is how you might have seen it. Right? If this is staggered, this is how you can watch it. But it is not staggered, it is eclipsed. So corner to corner is established, face to face is established, then come to the edges. If I choose any edge, let me choose this edge, exactly opposite is another edge which is parallel to it. I may hold it this way also. If this is the edge pointing towards you, exactly opposite is another edge pointing away from you. So edge to edge, corner to corner, face to face. Edge to edge is parallel, face to face is eclipsed, and corner to corner. So just let me write the opposites. Corner to corner, face to face, but in this case it is eclipsed, and edge to edge, which is a parallel edge. This is for hexahedra. Next, coming to one of the most symmetrical polyhedra, which is icosahedra. Here I am holding the molecular model for icosahedra. Right, for this icosahedra, as you can see, these are vertices or corners. So if you can count, imagine this is one of the principal axes, because this comes under molecule with special symmetry where it has multiple higher order rotational axes. So with respect to one of the principal axes, just try to pass the planes perpendicular to it and check how many planes of atoms are falling. If this is my principal axis, I am passing a plane, one atom is present. In the second plane, 5 atoms will fall. In the third plane, 5 atoms will fall. And in the fourth plane, 1 atom will fall. So altogether there are 4 planes of atoms. In the first plane there is 1, second plane 5, third plane 5, fourth plane 1, altogether making up 12 atoms or 12 vertices. So altogether there are 12 vertices or corners. Then coming to the triangular faces. How many triangular faces are there? You can check above are 5. I am just showing you this way. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Above are 5 triangular faces. Below will be 5 triangular faces. And in between it will be altogether 10 triangular faces. Altogether this will be 10 triangular faces. 5 above, 5 below and 10 in between. Altogether there are 20 triangular faces. Every face is a triangular face. For icosahedra, there are 12 corners or vertices, 20 triangular faces. Icosahedra means 20. Icosahedra, that depends on faces. Name depend on face. 20 plus 12 minus 2 will be 30. If you can count all these edges, that will be 30. The conjugate of icosahedra is dodecahedra. Therefore, the vertices and faces, they will shuffle. Suppose if I choose dodecahedra, there has to be 20 vertices, 12 faces, and the number of edges will be the same as that of its conjugate pair. Let's come to the opposites of an icosahedra. If I am choosing a vertex, exactly opposite is another vertex. So for a vertex, opposite is a vertex. If I choose this vertex, opposite is another vertex. You can check. For any vertex, opposite is a vertex. Come to the face. Now just let me show this triangular face. This is a triangular face which is towards you, where corner is above. Exactly opposite is another triangular face which is staggered to it. Corner is below. I can pass a C3 rotational axis from here. For any triangular face, opposite is another triangular face which is staggered to it. Altogether there are 20 triangular faces, they fall in 10 pairs. So for icosahedra, corner to corner, face to face, but it is a staggered face. Later on, coming to the edges, supposing that I choose some edge, opposite is another edge which is parallel to it or which is like eclipsed to it. parallel, or I can simply call it as eclipsed. There are 30 edges in 15 pairs and each pair is eclipsed to one another, or they are parallel to one another. For an edge, opposite is another edge which is parallel to it. Okay, so this completes icosahedra opposites. Finally coming to dodecahedra. Well, construction of dodecahedral model is difficult from that sticks, because it will not stay, strength will not be there, it will just fall off. So for that purpose I have just taken a soft ball. You can buy it from any stores. For this dodecahedra, dodec means 12. There will be 12 faces, and these 12 faces will be pentagonal faces. You can see the purple one that I am showing. All these will be pentagonal faces. So it is also not a deltahedra, just like a cube. Cube is also not a deltahedra. Tetrahedra, octahedra, icosahedra, these three are called as deltahedra because they have triangular faces. Now for a dodecahedra, each of these is counted as a vertex. So if you can just go on counting them, altogether you will be getting 20 vertices. Because dodec means 12. 12 has to be faces. When 12 are faces, 20 has to be vertices, because it is a conjugate to icosahedra, and vertices and faces has to shuffle. So you can just count them. It is not possible to show because this is opaque one, not like that model. Anyway, I am trying to just show the opposites for you. Vertices, faces and edges, this just depend on the icosahedra, therefore I have directly written it. Let's come to the opposite. If I am choosing one vertex, exactly opposite will be another vertex. Suppose if I am choosing this vertex, opposite I am holding with another finger, I am just showing it. Exactly opposite will be another vertex. So I choose any vertex, opposite will be a vertex for it. So vertex to vertex or corner to corner is established. Then let's come to the face. This is a pentagonal face. For this pentagonal face, corner is above. Exactly opposite will be another pentagonal face which is staggered to it, and corner will be below. Let's check. For this pentagonal face, exactly I am holding the opposite and I am showing you. If this is the purple one, this is also the purple one, and for this you can check, edge is above, corner is below. So for any pentagonal face, opposite is another pentagonal face which is staggered to it. Face to face is also established. If I try to take any edge, suppose that I am choosing this edge, exactly opposite will be another edge which is parallel. You check. Suppose if this is the edge, exactly opposite will be another edge which is parallel to it. So edge to edge is opposite, they are parallel. Face to face are opposites, they are staggered, and corner to corner are opposites. Altogether there will be 4 layers of the faces. In the first layer, if there is one pentagonal face, in the second layer there will be 5. You can check 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Second layer will be 5. Third layer will also be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And below will be 1. So 1, 4, 4, 1. Just like icosahedra, but they were vertices. In this case these are faces. So that is the only difference. Let's write down corner to corner, face to face, but this is a staggered face, and edge to edge, which is a parallel edge. So this is a very important table to understand all the symmetry elements of the conjugate. The conjugates are octahedra to hexahedra, and icosahedra to dodecahedra. Tetrahedra is a conjugate to itself. Tetrahedra has 24 symmetry elements. It belongs to TD point group. Octahedra or hexahedra, they belong to OH point group. They have 48 symmetry elements. And icosahedra and dodecahedra, they have 120 symmetry elements. They belong to IH point group. To understand all these symmetry elements, what we do is we choose the corners. We start from corners, try to pass the symmetry elements. Later on, simply move towards the faces, try to pass the symmetry elements. Then come to the edges, try to pass the symmetry elements. Then put all the symmetry elements into a group. You will get the point group of the corresponding Platonic solid. Hope you just like this video, and the symmetry elements of each of these conjugates for tetrahedra, octahedra and icosahedra. The symmetry elements will be discussed in separate videos. Thank you.